Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. I've just got home from Amsterdam. Please ignore the whining. And look what has arrived. So this arrived while I was away, so this is my first reaction. So I couldn't wait until the morning, so I thought I'd do a quick little open it now. So this is from And Pose, and it is my posing suit, which, fingers crossed, I will be able to wear for my check-in tomorrow. It's all cutely wrapped. Oh my god. It is so nice. Right, so I went for navy, and we have the bra, which you just tie up at the top. I got all the standard connectors just because it's a posing suit, so I didn't feel the need to like go crazy on all the connectors. I'd rather save for the bikinis because I'm gonna get one like made. I'm not gonna rent one. And then these are the bottoms, so they're figure bottoms, so it connects to the top. So what I'll have to do is I'll show you a check-in photo here once I've got it on. But yeah, basically you have the bottoms, and then it has these two pieces at the back which then link to your bra, because the bra doesn't have anything, and then it means that it goes down your back like this opposed to round the back like that, because that hides your back, and for figure back is one of the focuses. You can see Cleo. But yeah, it looks really good quality. My friend also got hers from this person, so I did it through recommendation. And then it's got a scrunch on the bum as well. But yeah, so I'll try that on in the morning. Morning. Excuse the hair. It is actually a couple of weeks later after I filmed that clip. I just didn't fancy filming. I've been in a bit of a weird mood recently. But for the first time in like at least a week, I've woken up, and because I didn't get woken up at 5 AM because I don't have blinds in my room and my dog wakes me up and it's just been driving me insane, not been sleeping great, etc, etc, but we slept really well for the first time in a week, and boy has it made a difference to my mood, because I actually haven't had a coffee yet and I feel pretty good. So yeah, anyway, I've got legs later. I'm about to start work. I'm just making my breakfast. It looks so banging, I'm not gonna lie. So my bacon's been switched out for egg whites, so I now have 200ml of egg whites. I have those beefy fucking, what do you call it, don't know what I'm doing with my hands, the bottles of egg whites, because I don't separate them because that's too much hassle, and I think it's also a massive waste. So yeah, I use the bottled ones, but I've got them all like stacked up in my fridge. Makes me feel like a proper bodybuilder. Breakfast. We have 2 full eggs, 200ml of egg whites. I buy mine on Amazon, they just come in big bottles. And then we have some plum tomatoes, way better than cherry, just saying. And then baby leaf salad, which is a mix of like spinach and different lettuces. But yeah, absolutely love this meal, but cream of rice is still my absolute favourite. Morning! It is, what day is it? Saturday. I'm going for in-person, I put posing and in-person together. In-person posing session with Ella. I'll probably insert some clips from that. Because we'll film some rounds, but I'm not sure what we're doing. I'm hoping I think I'm going to say to her, can we focus on PCA today? Because I've just done the mandatory poses for PCA, but I haven't done like transitions, and I need to do my routine. I've chosen my song, which will be kept secret from my family as well. But yeah, so that's been chosen now, but we just need to make the routine. I think this weekend it is 14 weeks and my voice 14 weeks and 16 weeks out, if I remember rightly. Things have just kind of switched up a bit now. Food was going down anyway, and I've got cardio on rest days and I have 10k steps, but now my food's gone down even more. And yesterday was the first day, which was the first day since it had gone down on Thursday, because I have 2 check-ins now, Monday and Thursday, and that was the first day where I actually felt a bit hungry, but like it wasn't like I didn't mind it, like obviously part of the process, but I just noticed it was the first day that I was thinking, right, I think this is like getting things moving now, so that's very exciting. But yeah, so off to Coventry. I've got steps to do before with the doggo. Here she is. And then when I get back, I am gonna go for a little walk and then I got to train legs. Thank you. She's very, very in my face. But yeah, you probably would have seen the video of my posing suit by now. Next week I'm going to have my bikini fitting and a posing session with posing queens, just because they're literally next door to each other, so why not? And I'm very excited, so I'm going to do a separate vlog for that. But yeah, I will see you when I make my breakfast. I've had my bagel, but I need to make my eggs, and now I'm being eaten by this mongrel. Right, we're making my eggs. So I have 200ml of egg whites here, and then I get 2 eggs to go in with it, and then what I do is I cut up a couple of tomatoes and then shove them in with it. I've delayed this slightly. It's 11:47. I've had my bagel, but because I got up at like 9:30, I just had the bagel and a cup of tea, and then I'm having this now. And then I'm going to take my potatoes and mince with me. I'm going to heat it up before I go, but then I'll eat it just before the posing session, because then that will be 2 meals, and then I'll eat my pre-meal, because I'm training later. I can't eat my pre-meal and my post-meal until later, so that's why I've delayed my breakfast a little bit, and I'm not like overly hungry. And then I always have my cream rice before bed. I can't have it any earlier, so I just like to have it before bed. It satisfies all my cravings. So yeah, that's how I kind of work it. If I know that I'm training in the evening, I space out the morning meals a little bit more. But yeah, so we have our eggs, and then I basically just put it in a pan, let it become an omelette, and then mess it up a bit and put salt, pepper and paprika on it, and it's banging. So I'll show you when it's done. Eggs made, a little bit of tomato in there, so it kind of looks scrambled, but they're more cooked than scrambled. Whereas if you scramble it the way that you would normally scramble it, they go fluffy and wet, and that's not very nice, or I don't like it, so I do it like this. Then this is 300 grams of sweet potato and 120 grams of mince, raw weight. Again, I season all my sweet potato and oven cook it because it's so much nicer. And the mince, I cook it with a little bit of water, and I mix my water with seasoning, so that makes a sauce, so it makes it taste a little bit nicer. Then I'm going to cut some lettuce, shove it in there to keep me a bit fuller. and then I'll have my chicken and rice and pineapple later. And then I also have Pepsi Max Mango, absolutely banging. You can only get it in one stops, so have to stretch for that. And then I have 10 grams of dark chocolate. Taking Cleo for a walk. I'm gonna walk to the coffee shop, get a coffee, and then walk back. So that will kill like half an hour, and then I'll literally leave when I get back. So fingers crossed. I should have boxed off like half of my steps, which is like 5,000, which, considering I haven't been out yet today, on the days where like I'm working from home, I literally do maybe like 1,000 steps in my work time. And what I've told myself, and like I've actually done it for a solid week now, is if it's walking distance and I'm not in a rush, then I will walk. The only place that I don't walk is the gym, because I can get on the treadmill at the end of my session. So if my legs are absolutely dead, because I feel quite tired after my sessions, that is the time that I do not want to walk. But if I'm going to like the shop or something, then I'll take a backpack and I'll walk, and then I'll carry the stuff, and it'll be like a 30-minute walk, so then that'll kill a bunch of steps. So yeah, that is my little tip, which everyone probably already knows. Walk anywhere you can walk. But yeah, I don't know what it is, like, even though my gym is only like 10-minute walk from my house, I could walk there. It's just training. I feel really like brain dead after a training session, so it is literally the last thing I want to do is have to walk. I just want to get in my car, and even sometimes I get in my car and I sit there for like 10 minutes after I train. So I don't know if anyone else gets that. This is the walk. This is literally right behind my house, so I'm actually very lucky to have this very pretty walk, aren't we? Got the goods, iced Americano. We're off. Posing suit is on underneath, because Cleo struggled on the walk. She sat down for like 5 minutes, so I've got a little less time. I'm leaving now. I've got an hour and 40 minutes to get there. It says an hour and 20, so we should be good. Come around, one to the right, good. Take the feet up, start soft and knee, good. Lovely, much better. Okay, and then come into a front relax. Lovely. Push the adductors through. Good. Come into the glute shot. Then you're going to set the feet up, hips, tricep, and then come around. Remember, elbows lifted slightly. Good. So we're going to brush here and hip. Then we're going to step the left foot down, swivel the right foot, hip. Then we're going to brush, step into your back face. Just imagine you're brushing your hair, and then you're hitting. Good. And then we're going to step the left foot, step the right foot, hit your tricep, and then open around. Make sure this arm doesn't come here. Keep that out. Open. Good. There we go. Okay, and then say if you want to change pose. Brush and hip. Good. Back with the right leg. Sink into it. Hit your glute shot. Make sure this foot is in front. And then step into the left leg. Round into your front pose. We finished! I'm also just getting a car wash. I don't know if you can hear. I'm getting a car wash. The posing session went really, really well. I will give you an update when I get home from the car wash. Oh, absolutely dead. Just got kicked out in the field. Been going there for, I don't know, like 6 months, and I've only just found out that they actually close at 7:45, not 8. It says 8 on the door, but they said that like the upstairs stuff shuts before then. However, I have been in there on a weekday until 10, but yeah, maybe it's different. I'm so red. I had to get on the treadmill to do some steps. Not quite finished. Oh wait, my thing's just updated. I've actually done more than expected. I've done 8.5k, and like I'll easily hit 10 by the time I've walked around the house a few times, because I get up a lot in the evenings. I don't sit down because that would require relaxing, which I can't do. So yeah, I'll easily do that many steps going up and down the stairs. But I didn't actually tell you about my posing session. It went really, really well. Went over PCA, quarter turns, transitions. We went over like the routine, like we just spoke about it, because there were a few things which I didn't quite understand. Just like the differences, because when you're doing different federations, sometimes it can be a bit confusing. So like, I was asking questions about how it runs, like when you go on stage. So like UK DFBA, you'll have your eye walk, so you walk on stage, you do a pose, and then you walk down in the shape of an eye, and then you do your turns as a routine, if that makes sense. Whereas when you do your comparisons, they tell you when to move. So like they'll say quarter turn to the right, quarter turn to the right. So you have to stay in your pose and stay there until they tell you. Whereas your eye walk, you get out and then you just continuously do your quarter turns, and they don't talk to you, they're just watching. So I just wanted to know about that so that I knew what I needed to be doing. And then PCA, you would have the same quarter turns in your comparisons. So again, that will be them telling you when to do that. You don't have an eye walk, but you have a routine for figure. You don't for bikini, and you don't for wellness, but for figure you have a routine. So that is basically a choreographed routine that you make up yourself, to music of your choice. So yeah, all I need to do now is obviously practice it all, but the main thing that's left is just the routine. So I'm feeling a lot more confident now, because I was a little bit worried because I haven't gone over the PCA stuff. So I was like, I've got another federation to learn, but now we've done that, we've videoed it all, so I can just practice. So yeah, very good day. It was lovely seeing Ella as always. Like this might just be me, she might like not agree. But we get on really well, so it is nice when I go to see her, because we chatted afterwards for a little while and it was just nice to catch up and like talk about bodybuilding and shows and stuff. So yeah, it was really good day. So yeah, now I'm feeling like even more motivated to yeah, do well. And like I say, because I've got the PCA turns now, I can learn that in my own time, whereas obviously before I was just going over the UK DFBA ones. So yes, but I'm so dead. My whole body is hurting, not to be dramatic, but like, because you're posing for a solid hour and it's continuous, so that's like a lot of stress on your body, and then to come and train legs after, just absolutely killer.